Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 4th grade concept of comparing fractions. This is standard 4.3D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 5 of the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we need to make a comparison. We need to say that 3/7 is greater than one of these other fractions here. But as you can tell, all of our fractions have different denominators, which means we are going to be looking for our LCD. That means least common denominator. If we can change both fractions into a common denominator, typically the lowest one, then that is going to help us compare them because we need to have the same denominators in order to compare. And so we're going to find the least common multiple here of our 7s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 5s. And so those are all different ones. We'll do those individually. Let me just go ahead and list out my 7s. That's going to help us. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, there you go, 70. That's enough. That's up to 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the lowest common denominator that is the same here between, let's start with our 4s. I'm going to start with my 1/4 right there. So I'm just going to list out my 4s. I'm going to find the first number that's on both lists. 4, 8, 12. We have to know our multiplication facts. We're just skip counting by 4s. 16, 20, 24. There we go. 28. So that is my least common denominator, which means I can actually change both numbers into 28ths. So watch how this happens. I'm going to take first my 3/7, and I'm going to multiply it by something to get me to 28. 7 times what makes 28? Well, that's going to be 4. And so if my numerator is going to be the same as my denominator 4, what that does is that changes this into a 1. 4/4 is the same as 1. Whenever you multiply anything by 1, the number stays the same. 10 times 1 is 10. 100 times 1 is 100. So 3/7 times 1 is still 3/7. I'm just making it look different. That's how these two are equivalent. 3 times 4 makes 12. So 12/28 is the same as 3/7. They just look different. So now I need to change my 1/4. So I've got my 1/4. I'm going to multiply that by something to get me to 28, and that's going to be 7. So 4 times 7 makes 28, so my numerator is also going to be 7. 1 times 7 is 7. So I've got 12 28ths and 7 28ths, and it does look like I've got a greater than. So we might have our answer right here on A. Let's double check the rest. I need to do my 3's here. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. There's my 21, and I see that right there. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to change our 3/7, multiply by something, gets me to 21. That's 3/3. So that's 9 21ths. Then I'm going to change my 2/3. 2/3 times something is going to get me to 21ths. That's 7/7. That's 14. So I've got a less than symbol. 9 21ths is less than 14 21ths. But I was looking for my greater than, so it is not B. Let's check our 2's. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There we go. 14 right there. So we're going to change our 3/7 into 14ths. Well, that's pretty easy. That's going to be 7 times 2. We just double it, so 3 times 2 makes 6. And now we've got our 1/2 into 14ths times something. It's also going to be times 7. 7/7. So that's 7/14. So 6/14 is just barely less than 7/14. I need a greater than, so it is not C. Let's check our 5's and finish off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There we go. So 3/7 times something equals 35. That's 5/5. So that's 15. And then 3/5 times something equals 35. That's 7/7. That's 21. 15 21 is also less. So my answer here is A.